Morning, gamer. It's the Gaming Morning Show. How are you doing? Friday, September 11th, 2020. He's Sean, I'm Ryan, and we are live on Facebook, Twitch, YouTube, and at GamingMorningShow.tv. Going to spend the next 3 hours with you as we do Monday through Friday, 6 to 9 a.m. Pacific time, as we are your favorite morning radio show that plays games. Good morning, Sean.
Good morning.
It's back in the mobile studio for us.
It worked well yesterday. Why not do it again? I mean, no sense getting a bunch of ash in your lungs.
We had NFL football yesterday.
It was fantastic.
It was really nice to see football. I've been skeptical that they were going to play a season in the first place all this last, 3-4 months. I was skeptical that they were ever going to have fans in the stadium again the last 3 or 4 months. And sure enough, NFL proved me wrong yesterday.
Both of those happened. And to my knowledge, went on without a hitch.
We talked about this yesterday, though. Watching Andy Reid wear a face shield where he's in dire need of some windshield wipers. I'm like, okay, listen. These teams are separated from the fans by hundreds of feet because not only did they have the usual distance from sideline to stand, although I will admit Arrowhead's a Boulder Stadium, so it is closer than a lot of the new stadiums per se. But they have ads now, the first 14, 15 rows of the stadium because they had to have that prepared in case fans couldn't come in at all. So I'm sitting here looking at this like, hey, medical people, because everyone around me, your family, and in line, medical something. I was like, this is a total PR thing, right? Like they're just making sure that they're doing the right thing. Hey, wear your masks, right? And then lo and behold, here's Andy Reid with a face shield and then like 13 coaches with them under their chin.
Well, I mean, there were a few of them that would wear them and then go up to a guy and pull it down to talk to them, which, defeats the whole purpose. But it's a visual thing. You gotta set good examples for the people.
They tried. Give them credit. They tried. But yeah, Andy Reid definitely became a meme in a lot of ways last night because of the windshield wiper needs of his face. But, give him credit, he stuck it out too. I mean, there was one point where someone got a good shot of it, and it could have just been angled too, but the whole thing looked fogged over, right? And because he's wearing red, and it's such a close-up, someone's like, I thought Iron Man was dead. Because he had this full-blown cover on his face for the most part.
I think they should put markings on the side of it, and instead of putting a clock for the game, you can just tell where you are in the game based on how far the fog has gone up.
Yesterday we did that, but also it was big day for us because holy cow, finally got my favorite pizza in a long time. There's a place in town called Odmo's, and they do a legitimate job, at least for what's easy to get from a delivery standpoint or a carryout standpoint where we live. And I've been waiting. I'm like, I'm finally just doing it tonight because I want to. And my wife looks at me, she's like, did you spend $80 on pizza? And I'm like, no. You think I'm a moron? I only spent $60 on pizza.
And it was pizza and breadsticks and JoJo's and Orange Crush.
That's true. And we did feed a family of 10 because we have the in-laws with us right now, too.
True.
But we did splurge for sure. And you know what's sad, though? And I know this is going to get some hashtags, but I actually really liked the pineapple Canadian bacon Hawaiian pizza the most.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, see, I'm not as strict with the no pineapple on pizza. I think it has its place. I don't like Hawaiian just because I don't like the Canadian bacon. But I could get down for like a pepperoni pineapple.
Yeah, actually pepperoni pineapple would be delicious. But I don't know, something about that hit right. And so I was a big fan of that yesterday. So we'll ask you, best pizza place where you live, what do you usually get? But it was great because I was craving it.
It was so good. And I think, in terms of, you have your typical fast food pizzas, Little Caesars, Pizza Hut, Domino's, and then you have that next tier of like more of a premium takeout pizza. Like they nail it. It's perfect. It's not your fancy restaurant pizza, but it's very good. And they usually have good deals. You can usually get quite a bit of food for, not a ton of money. It's going to be more expensive than Pizza Hut and Domino's, but it's totally worth it.
Yeah, the guy hooked me up because he said because I got the gluten-free crust on the one for one of our family members. We actually saved money for some reason, so it went from $58 to 54. So I'm pretty much a savor expert guy. Yeah, that's what people call savor expert people is savor expert guys.
Savor expert guys.
Savor expert guys. We also did relive the moment yesterday where you thought you were hilarious and decided to scare me in the show, which was funny, admittedly. So over his left shoulder, you can see those windows, and that's where I sat for the first time ever yesterday. And all of a sudden, I'm looking out of the corner of my eye. I'm like, I swear I just saw something move. But I didn't want to acknowledge it because I'm like, I'm probably just seeing a reflection in like the cabinets that are behind him. Oh, I'm in your picture. Look at that. Or something along those lines. And sure enough, it was you. And thank goodness you actually like knocked and got my attention because I'm like going crazy. And I didn't think, oh, why is someone back there?
Yeah. So it would be better if I could do it right now and it's dark outside and I'd have a flashlight because it'd be super creepy. But my initial, when I walked outside to leave for work, I was hoping it was low enough that I could just like Wilson creep over it, but it was a little too tall for that. So I had to jump. But I thoroughly enjoyed that whole experience.
Yeah. Kudos to you. You scared the crap out of me. Really funny. Really awesome. Good for you. Now it's 6:08 on this Friday, and tomorrow is National Video Games Day, and so we won't be here to celebrate with you. This would be probably an ordinary, like, special edition of the show because we would want to hang out with you, but we don't get that opportunity right now. So we're going to miss you. It'll be sad, but because it is National Video Games Day tomorrow, we want to celebrate with you today. So how will you celebrate on September 12th? What is your favorite game of all time? And of course, I mean, with the PS5 announcement that you probably missed on Thursday because it definitely happened, or was it Wednesday it was supposed to happen and didn't actually happen. Will you buy a new console when they come out? I think I'm going to go Xbox this time. Nope.
You know, it's funny when I researched this a couple days ago. There's National Video Games Day in September. And then there's National Video Game Day in July.
Of course.
So hopefully that one's during the week and we'll celebrate that one more appropriately.
There's too many national days of the day, but I do like the fact that I have searched for this show National Day of the Day. And there's like a list of thousands of them, to be honest.
I really hope there's a day where we celebrate random national holidays. National Holidays Day.
National Random Holidays Day. Or maybe someone will actually have the balls to go National Day of the Day Day. And then where will it end? It'll just become a ridiculous thing where it's National Day of the Day Day Day.
It's going to get so meta.
Great. A couple of things that are happening because it is National Video Games Day tomorrow, though. Newegg is having a sale. Chuck E. Cheese is also getting involved. This is total PR release, but I thought it was funny when I was searching for it. And you get an hour of all you can play games for just $1 with any $20 purchase. And gamers can join Chuck E. Cheese online as well, where the brand will be hosting a live all-day gaming event to benefit the Boys and Girls Clubs of America. So that's also beneficial. But have you ever set foot into a Chuck E. Cheese?
Yeah, all the time. We went there a lot when I was a kid. Of course, this is back when Chuck E. Cheese was great because you would go and their pizza's always been terrible. But they had, in my opinion, a good arcade. And they had good games back then. And then they had like ball pit and slides, and you could crawl under the stage into a maze. Like, it was a blast when I was a kid. I have also been there as an adult because our daughter had a friend who had a birthday at the Chuck E. Cheese here in Salem, and it was not the same experience. The pizza was just as bad, but now the video games are also bad. There's a few good ones mixed in, but there was like a giant arcade version of Flappy Bird, and I was like, this is dumb. Back in my day.
Yeah, right. Well, and that is probably the truth, is like the crappy children's entertainment of the old when you were a kid. And then you look back and you're like, oh my God, like what was I doing? Right. But if you were probably an 8-year-old Sean, there's my hand in your shot again. You put my hands too much. You'd probably be like, holy cow, this is so epic. What an amazing Flappy Bird game, right?
Yeah.
You weren't the Sean yesterday.
So yeah, I loved Chuck E. Cheese. I was always excited to go there when I was a wee lad.
Wee lad. Oh man, it's fun getting old, I tell you. But that said, like, yeah, I've never been to one. I've been to very much a Chuck E. Cheese, the local Chuck E. Cheese, right, the knockoff or whatever the case may be. And I can't even imagine like crawling in the ball pit or anything like that anymore. Like, kind of actually gives me a little bit of like anxiety going. Ooh, imagine what the germs were like in there. But those are some of the things going on. I do love this too because one of my favorite things to do is Google certain websites or certain searches, I should say, specifically for these topics, and credit the staff at the Manitoban because they have compiled a short list of what they're playing over the past few months to celebrate all the things that they love about gaming. And I give them a ton of credit because I'm assuming the Manitoban is a newspaper. Then if the Manitoban is in fact a newspaper, then they actually are trying to stay topical with things like the National Day of the Day. And that's why now I think I'm going to call the Manitoban and see if we can have them on the show because if they're thinking about things like National Video Game Day, then damn it, we need to be their friends.
Right. They're on our same wavelength.
Yeah. So what are you going to do to celebrate National Video Games Day? You'll see that shortly in the chat. We would love to know in the chat what's your favorite game of all time, which I'm going to ask Sean here in a second.
Mm-hmm.
And then also what we do when the new consoles come out. Let us know. But one last thing, of course, that we do want to mention, in addition to thanking the firefighters and everyone that is working hard to either try to prevent all of the western United States right now from burning down, including in our state where we are, Oregon, and all the people who have been evacuated and our positive thoughts for them. Today is also the 19th anniversary of September 11th, and certainly for all of those families that were impacted because of the Twin Tower collapse and the airplane crashing in the Pentagon and in Pennsylvania, and all the first responders who subsequently did a lot of heroic things to try to help. We want to give you a thank you. So big thank you to you. It's the 19th anniversary, if you can believe it or not. So, all right, let's play some Call of Duty Modern Warfare, my man.
Let's do it. And good morning to CNN9 from Australia in the chat. We're going to play some Call of Duty.
So this is the morning gaming morning show. Our whole thing is we're a morning show that plays games. Certainly play games poorly. But we are asking tomorrow in the National Video Game Day what you're going to do to celebrate. So if you have a favorite video game of all time or something that you're playing right now, definitely let us know in the chat. And we will celebrate tomorrow, not on the show because we're here.
No mistakes, no prisoners.
Going up right.
This TV is really big.
She said. We have one AFK.
Okay. Yeah.
That is the way.
We had an epic knife battle.
Good shot.
Australia. So Sienna probably also knows, as we're talking about the wildfires in the Pacific Northwest. I mean, Australia just months ago had, some of the worst fires of all time.
You got two with me.
A lot of shootings. Why isn't anyone dying?
Well, I have a horrible delay.
I got knife.
Raise your weapon. We're not finished yet.
Well, this is what I think, Sean, is cool about the show. We have a chance to talk with people from all over the world,
Weapons
too.
ready.
And so being at 6 in the morning on the West Coast in the U.S., that is going to give us opportunity to hear from people not just I heard him, but I was already mid jump.
You can stand, you can fight. Get ready.
He was close to me.
It was very close to you. All right, here we go. I'm going to go right up the middle.
All right, I'm going to go left.
$47 to 100.
from.
If you can stand, you can fight. Get ready.
He was very patient.
He was.
If only I had
No
my
mistakes,
patented
no
stuns. Going right, middle. Get one low right.
One is up left.
Oh, I just missed. I had
Their
him. If I hit
confidence
him.
grows. Used against them.
This TV is very big. So we're in our mobile studio, meaning we're actually in Sean's studio. My studio right now is not able to be inhabited because of smoke. This air quality in our town right now is so bad that I can't be out in the garage. And so I'm right next to Sean doing a bunch of
Willing to die for
what
their
are these?
mission. So be it.
Storage bins. Yep. I have a 32-inch TV, which is the only TV that we have extra at the house. And it's about 4 inches from my face. So I should just back up. If only I had an opportunity to back up and control that.
You know, if you look in the instruction manual for that TV, they say the preferred viewing distance is actually 4 inches. So
We got 40 combined health. He's middle, coverage. Any idea?
he's right up there.
They're making
He's
us
about
fight
to
for
shoot
it.
you.
Give it to them.
Nice comms. Nice comms. There we go. Chat's caught up. Yeah, tomorrow's National Video Game Day, so you can see all those questions that we ask you. Stick around.
Jump out and
We have celebrity birthdays, and if you have a birthday,
Yes.
we'd
We're
love
not
to
on match
celebrate
point.
with them.
We need a win.
Maybe at a Chuck E. Cheese's, dumping in the ball pit. That's a good question too. Like, he got me back right spawn. Stairs.
There is no one else. Complete the mission.
I think he jumped down and circled you. Nice try. Nice try. All right. Well,
Find your
that's how you do
courage.
it.
Victory will
Quality of
come.
gameplay is not guaranteed.
It is, and see, that's our tagline. But I'm starting to think that tagline's not accurate because it is guaranteed. It's just guaranteed to not be great.
19th at 6 o'clock West Coast time, 9:19 on the East Coast. Stick around. Video game news coming up in just a little bit with the Gaming Morning Show, Morning Gaming News. Like I said, birthdays, and then this day in gaming history coming up as well. So if you have a birthday to celebrate with us, we would love to have you celebrate with us as well. Next hour, our top 10 list, which is also video games focused as well. He's Sean. I'm Ryan. We're talking about different things that are going on right now, including last night, the football game, watching the Texans and Chiefs. And I was telling him that, usually as a Broncos fan, like, I'm not going to be too focused on the Chiefs, right? If the Chiefs win, great, good for the Chiefs. But now that they've won another Super Bowl, watching them unveil that Super Bowl champions banner, I was like, yeah, okay, we could not have the Chiefs be relevant for like another 10, 15 years again. That'd be cool.
It's going to be tough, though.
It was the same thing as last year in a lot of ways because you have the teams, the Texans rather, start off so well. I mean, they actually had a pretty good start to the game yesterday, just like in the playoffs last year, and not really able to maintain that throughout the rest of the game. So the Chiefs come back kind of per the norm and they win, and good for them and all that stuff. So I will say, though, I kind of love and hate simultaneously the banner that the Chiefs unveiled because it's so big. It's like, hey, maybe we should win some more Super Bowls, right? Because in Denver, the Super Bowl banners are a little more modest, in the South Stands. I mean, we kind of have some class, I'm just saying. But also,
Act like you've been there before.
yeah, well, and then also here I am saying we have one more Super Bowl, and it's like probably the Patriots or the Steelers, right, where they're plastered all over. You find a Super Bowl championship banner above the urinal in the men's bathroom. Like, we have so many of these. Where are we going to put them?
We're going to use this one as a rug.
Well, and I imagine too, like that's probably some of how you felt as a USC fan, right? All the national championships, and then you go to a place like an Oregon and Oregon State, and are getting all this smack talk, and you're like, I don't know, where'd you put your banners? I don't see them.
They're getting dry cleaned right now.
Dry cleaned at the imaginary dry cleaners.
Oh.
All right. Ooh, this is a good one. I like docs. All right, so
Let's
stick
see.
around here. Gaming news coming up next after this game.
Gunfight.
Yay, what a great start. And what a fun snack.
What a fun snack.
Are you any further along in your Brooklyn Nine-Nine quest?
No, I've taken a
Right, move your
brief pause there. Mainly because I watched 2 seasons in the span of like 2 days. And so I watched the beginning of season 3 because season 2 left on like a cliffhanger and I wanted to know what happened. But then I slowed down a little bit. I also caught up on my paperwork for work, and that's when I was watching it the most.
10 seconds. Objective on the field. Go get it.
Nice try.
Take a breath. We're going back.
I knew he was up on that deck, but I couldn't get him to show himself. Oh, man, I was almost in cover. I had no clue that guy was up there, but I knew the guy that dropped down on me was at that right deck. Okay, one's in spawn.
Put it
I
behind you.
hate
We've
that
got
gun
work.
so much.
Yeah, it's not my favorite.
I want to know when
Let's get this done.
they decided that you had to play this map so differently. Like the last 2 teams we played have played this map insanely different. Okay, bottom bridge. Celebratory stun. Where? Oh, I see.
Nice work.
2 wins down. Keep pressure. Let's get this done.
Man. I think they're just trying my patience with these long scoped weapons.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they're still peeking.
Okay, one's bottom bridge.
One's back in the back right corner of their spawn.
I found, but I didn't
They're
get
making us
scoped.
fight for it. Keep at 'em.
Nice call out. Okay, so they're gonna hang back and play middle. They went back right. I didn't see him cut across. They're both actually.
Outstanding.
Right side.
Yep, he's back there.
Put it behind you. We've got work to do.
All right, so you're gonna have
All
to
right,
give
lads,
me
get in there.
favorite video game of all time, and I wonder if we could have subsets like, you know, arcade up right above you. You got me. He's above you. We're right across the bridge.
Put it behind you. We've got work to do.
This is going to come up over and over and over. I've never been a huge fan of favorites. Like, what's your favorite movie of all time? What's your favorite food of all time? I'm never good at those questions. I'll always do my best to play along. But I feel like you need more information to answer those questions. Because, for favorite video game, like, you could ask more. Is it your favorite video game of all time? What's your favorite video game to play if that was the only game you could ever play? I don't know. I'm just bad at picking favorites. But if I had to pick one, and you forced me to pick one game as my favorite video game of all time, I'd probably go Super Mario World.
And that was the Super Nintendo one?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a pretty solid game and really kind of changed the game too, which was pretty impressive. I'll give you mine in a second. It's 28 past 6 o'clock West Coast time. It is National Video Games Day tomorrow, so we're asking you those questions. What is your favorite? How will you celebrate? I actually kind of like the fact that you don't like that favorites question because it is so hard. I think there are varying degrees of favorite, right? So I kind of admire that, and I appreciate you taking a stand.
And like that one in particular, I say that's my favorite video game. But if you put that, if you gave me right now the option of playing that or playing more Gunfight or playing Fall Guys, I probably wouldn't pick Super Mario World because I've played it so much. So it's tough. But.
We are at 6:28 West Coast time, 9:28 coming up this date in gaming history and also celebrity birthdays. So let us know who you want to celebrate with, and we will wish them a happy birthday. But right now, it is time to head to the newsroom. And here's Sean, video game expert.
Good morning. Today is Friday, September 11th, 2020. And this is your gaming morning show, Morning Gaming News. Today, our main topic is recapping what happened in the Ubisoft Today's Forward showcase. It happened yesterday. They announced a bunch of stuff, some of which may be really exciting, some of which may not be exciting, but that was the big thing that happened, so that's what everyone's talking about. In their pre-show, they announced some fun stuff, including some VR stuff, including a Far Cry VR Drive into Insanity game, which is going to be a multiplayer game with up to 8 people, and that's coming sometime in 2021, so that's pretty cool. And also they announced this project called Notre Dame in Paris, a journey back in time, where you can explore the Notre Dame cathedral prior to its devastating fire last year. So I think that's really cool, especially for those of us that haven't been able to see Notre Dame in person, and now everything's going to be different. So this is a chance to kind of look at what it was like prior to the fire, which is pretty cool. So I'll probably be checking that out at some point. In their main show, they detailed a bunch of games. They kicked it off with Immortals Phoenix Rising, which is coming out in December. This is a game that has been described as a mix between Zelda Breath of the Wild and Kid Icarus, and it has some Assassin's Creed vibes because it's the general Ubisoft open world format. And I've watched trailers of this. It used to have a different name. I think it was like Gods and Monsters, and they rebranded it during this showcase. It's not pulling at my strings. It's something about the artwork or the play, like it just doesn't seem like something I'd enjoy. But check it out if that sounds like it's your thing. Prince of Persia: Sands of Time is getting a remake. This was huge for people who are Prince of Persia fans. So that remake is in the works. It's early in the process, so it's still going to be a while. And it has been leaked numerous times, so we'll see that probably sometime in 2021 or very early 2022. They detailed something for Rainbow Six Siege's next season. They're going to include Splinter Cell's Sam Fisher. This is also something that we've known, but I think this is the first time we've gotten an official word and look at the fan favorite stealth agent Sam Fisher. Scott Pilgrim vs. the World, the game, is back. It came out 10 years ago for PC, and to my knowledge, this wasn't something I was following, but to my knowledge, they said at the time that it was eventually could come to consoles, and it never did, and it never did, and it never did. Well, now it is coming back to consoles this holiday for PS4, Xbox One, PC, Switch, and Stadia, coming out with a little bit of a remaster of Scott Pilgrim versus the World, the game. So check that out. And last minor news for Watchdog Legions, which is due out, I believe, this holiday season. Aiden Pierce, which was the protagonist for the first Watch Dogs game, is back. So grumpy surveillance dad Aiden Pierce is coming back for Watch Dogs Legion, and that's pretty cool. That is a game I'll be checking out. I've played both the Watch Dogs games, and those are fun games. So check that news out from Ubisoft. There's lots of recaps on YouTube, so go watch some of that if any of that catches your we finish off today's gaming morning show, morning gaming news, with the world-renowned segment within a segment, where sometimes the intros are long and sometimes they're not. This is what is out today. We got Firework out on Switch. We have Weakwood Throne out on Switch. Inertial Drift out on Switch. Bob Mazzolini Racing on PC and Mac. Dark Hair on PC. Interesting. Inertial Drift also out on PC. They didn't combine those. Our Past out on PC and Mac, and Cave Explorer out on PC. And for the most prestigious award in video game focused morning shows, your favorite segment within a segment within a segment, today's name of the morning goes to Doodle Derby out on Switch.
Oh, the old Doodle Derby.
Doodle Derby.
Sounds like something that I get in trouble doing in my room.
Congratulations, Doodle Derby, on winning Name of the Morning. Your trophy's in the mail, and hopefully you'll compete well for Name of the Month for September.
I love that. I like how you pointed out that they didn't combine those two other games.
Yeah, they usually do. they usually the list I pulled out from, which is from Kotaku. It's just the one I found, but most sites have a kind of a list of games that are coming out. They usually do a really good job of keeping them all combined, but not this time.
No, I have never seen Scott Pilgrim versus the World, and my understanding is that's not just a movie, right? Isn't that like a comic book or something like that?
Yeah, and I have not partook in much Scott Pilgrim versus the World, but yeah, I think it started as the movie and then became a comic book, or the other way around. But it's one of those things that people that love it really love it, and it also seems like something that if I watched it or read the comics, I'd probably really love it as well. But I just never have. So now I refuse to, because now it's a thing.
And that's why I threw that in the chat, is to see if anyone has seen them, because if that's the case, if you've seen Scott Pilgrim versus the World, we're playing Gunfight. Then, definitely let us know, because I want to do them justice. So, oh, he got me with a grenade.
So we're not playing Gunfight. You're playing Gunfight.
Oh, did you get kicked out again?
Yeah.
Oh, boo. And I'm locked on leaving the game. I didn't see that you were out of the party, or else I would have waited to hit the go button. Okay, well, fine. Let's talk some more while that comes up. All right, I'm going to invite you again.
So what's your favorite video game?
Yeah, I mean, mine's pretty easy, because I became probably my best and most, I wasn't addicted, but I definitely was into the games when Mortal Kombat 3 was out. And probably Ultimate Mortal Kombat 3, just because there were so many characters that you could play, and it was so fast, and it filled my need for constant movement and all of these things. So I was a big fan of Mortal Kombat 3 Ultimate Edition, which in this day in gaming history, there is a Mortal Kombat game that I will talk about. But Mortal Kombat 2 was such a beautiful game for the time period. I mean, had great colors, and the backdrops were neat, and it was such an evolution from the first one to the second one. But then Mortal Kombat 3 picked up the pace and let you play it without being so over the top like Street Fighter has become, with so many flashes and things going across the screen. Like, I've never been able to stay involved with Street Fighter because of that. The only thing that Mortal Kombat did that I never really loved was going so far with the babalities and the friendships and all of that stuff, even though that was fun when they first introduced it. And then they went into these bone-breaking sequences, which I absolutely don't need. You get enough of the cringiness with all the stuff that happens after you win. So that's enough for me, in other words. But yeah, Mortal Kombat's my favorite game of all time. And then I was really into a lot of the sports games back in the day. I was not a huge, as the kids say, Madden stan But one of my favorite games of all time from a sports perspective was Troy Aikman Football on the Super Nintendo. How did I miss him? My gun was in his noggin.
Not dead yet, are we, lads?
Holy
It
cow.
actually, your gun was through his head, and so yeah.
See that. We unfortunately went the same way. He sometimes ring around the rosy works in your favor. In that case, it didn't. I'm pushing right. Oh, waiting for me with the marksman on the barrels. He's in the back right corner.
On to the next round. Pick it
Lame
up.
timing. But yeah, that's my answer. But I do agree with you. Like, I have a favorite sports game of all time, and I have a favorite platformer of all time. Like Super Mario Brothers 3 is one of my favorite games of all time, and that goes back to that evolution thing, right? It's so good. It changed, especially because I didn't like Super Mario Brothers 2. He's back right corner, low.
Heading this way. That's it, lads. On to the next round. Get ready.
Because I didn't like Super Mario Brothers 2, and now that I know the history behind it, it wasn't really intended to be a Super Mario Brothers game in the US, and so that was a big change going back to Super Mario Brothers 3. It was like so much better, and I liked the storyline. You had all the kid bosses and stuff. I'm just camping in the back.
You're the last man standing. Shake it off. Focus on the next round.
So many. I don't even think he took a step.
Nope, I think it just crouched right there.
Move on fire. Go.
Yeah, I'd see. This is why I'm just not good at favorite video games, because it just seems like a commitment that I'm not willing to make. Coming behind you.
Nice work. You could have saved my
I
life instead
tried.
of letting me die.
He ran by and I shot at him 3 times, but my delay is so bad that I just couldn't get him.
Well, you switched to your monitor. That's why we have the whole splitter. So now you switch your source like you usually do.
But you never told me that.
Yes,
I could have been. Come back, little one. Oh, look, I'm looking at the ground.
Complete the mission, soldier. You're the
Oh,
only
this
one
is so
left.
much better.
That was weird.
Get that round. On to the next.
Yeah, the only thing you have to do is switch quickly back and then get us off of the full screen. But yeah, I didn't put 2 and 2 together that you hadn't been doing that. My bad. Okay, one's back right.
One's back left at the barrels. He's winged. 25 health. You're still at 100. He shot at you. He's dead.
We've set the tempo. Keep it up in the
I
next
too
round.
do play-by-play. You're not the only one.
That's right. So yesterday we were watching the NFL game too, and there were so many moments where I was like, "Oh my gosh, I love that play design! Did you see how that guy went left?" There was a beautiful play with a misdirection that usually always goes opposite flat, and they threw it to the tight end on the slot, and it was great. I love the play so much.
He's back right.
Throwing a grenade back there. Oh, he fell right on top of him.
2 wins down. Pick
I
up the
actually
pressure.
thought that was you. And so we got to about the second quarter, and I looked at Sean. I was like, I think I am going to miss play-by-play more this year than I thought, because here I am basically narrating so much of this game, which is not typical for me. But it was so much fun to see football back.
Back left. He's 44. Nice work.
3 up, 3 down. Keep going.
That's true. We don't usually give the fist in real time.
Yeah, so we had the idea based on that well, maybe I should play Madden NFL and you just do the commentary.
That was so much fun.
The only bad thing about that is I'm typically not very good at Madden games.
Just to my right. Right there. Between the crate. He has 26. Get 3 bullets. and only needed one.
Outstanding. I expect
Nice
nothing
work.
less.
Nice work.
I think I needed 2. That first one was a miss.
So now you have to hurry and switch back, and then hurry and take us off the thing. So this is the downside to the setup that you have currently. But we're making do with the mobile studio.
It works.
All right. It is now 42 past 6 o'clock West Coast time. Thanks for hanging out with us. Gaming Morning Show. He's Sean. I'm Ryan. As it is a celebration of National Video Games Day tomorrow. So we want to know what your favorite game of all time is. Let's see. NFL football we talked about. Getting really good pizza yesterday. And Sean scaring the crap out of me out of the show yesterday. So let's see. Did you see... with celebrity birthdays coming up here in just a moment, the SoFi Stadium video board?
It's pretty sweet.
I think it's going to be ridiculous. So this is the Sunday night game, and that's what the joke was yesterday, that the NFL is kind of following Sunday Night Football around because they go to LA for the opening of the stadium with the Rams. And this thing has a video board that is dual-sided. It hangs around the entire center of the stadium. And we both were like, holy cow, this thing is gigantic. And remember when the whole thing happened with Jerry Jones and his new stadium, and them being able to celebrate like this Jerrytron? And now, like, because the Cowboys open up Sunday night at the Rams, I almost wonder if he's going to be like, oh, I got to rebuild the stadium now.
Right. Tear it down, start from scratch.
This isn't going to work. It's like when you remodel your kitchen or something like that, and you put in quartz countertops, and then you're like, man, I think I want granite now. And so you replace like one of the most expensive pieces of doing a kitchen reno.
Maybe he'll just build a new stadium on top of that stadium and just use that for parking or something.
Yeah, LA, do you have a double-decker stadium? Because now we do in Texas.
I'm excited to see the game there. I think it'll be fun. I always like I like checking out new stadiums, and then after 2 games you're like, all right, well, this is old news, but I like seeing all the new stuff.
Do a little less on the scent from the video game noise. It was a little bit too loud.
Gunfight.
But we both had that same feeling yesterday. We thought Al Michaels on the telecast said that the stadium in LA costs $5 million. And I'm like, that doesn't seem right. And Sean just looked at me like, $5 million? That doesn't seem right either.
We should build a stadium. That doesn't sound so bad.
It's a big project for only $5 million. And then I had to look it up again. I was like, I swear it was in the billions. One go middle.
Oh, one's right. I think I chose to throw a grenade at me point blank. That didn't work out for him. Oh, I'm out of ammo.
He got up to me. I was reloading.
Focus on the next round.
Yeah, so when you're describing large projects, make sure you're very clear with the million versus billion, because that really changes things.
I bought my house for $300. 300? Oh, 300,000. Oh, okay.
Should have reloaded. Mistakes were made. Oh, I'm stunned. Nice work.
That's it, lads. On to the next round. Get ready.
You can turn it down just a touch more. It's so funny because I just bit my lower lip real hard. We found a couple of times, if you've never seen the show before, that we have left the full screen up when we didn't intend to. It puts the gameplay. And that's where you really know how you look when you play video games. Because holy cow, this guy mounted up. His mouth is fun. So.
Oh, man. I'm going to push middle. Ugh. They're both left.
Shake it off. Focus on the next round.
Oh, he wrapped around you.
Yep. Wow, that took too long to kill the first person, so I'll get a Magnum with a double shotgun. Oh my gosh, he's on our left spawn. I shot 2 Magnum rounds and I tried to reload, and he happened to be pushing at that time. So So unfortunate.
Right,
Just
this
especially on
blue.
the heels of them just mounting up with an assault rifle back
Yep.
there. I didn't think he'd fly down the corridor.
Nice work. Reloading since I used half of my bullets.
He's behind me. I don't know where.
And then
Hit him with that stun.
Got him on the rope. Don't let your guard down.
nice.
Noise. Well, I think,
Alright,
you know,
lads,
again,
get in
for
there.
the mobile studio and trying to find a different way, I'm pretty happy with the way things are going out.
I think
And big
this
credit
is-
to Restream, too, because I like their system.
Yeah, I think we might get a lot of use out of this.
Just
Shake
missed
it
a whole
off.
bunch.
Focus on
No
the
wonder
next round.
it's a marksman. Or is this that AR that shoots like a marksman?
I think it might be that one. I lose track.
I hit match point.
It's
Tie
actually a
it up
marksman
or
with
it's
that
over.
EBR. Oh my gosh.
Nice try.
Oh, and it was a smoke grenade anyway. Like it was gonna matter. Like it was gonna matter anyway. Oh my
You
gosh.
could have made him cough a little bit
Right.
as he shoots you.
Well, we had 3 and 2, so you know we're pretty much pro COD players now. So. Let's do this day with birthdays, celebrity birthdays. If you do have a birthday you want to celebrate, please let us know in the chat. We would love to know as well. You can do so as it is September 11th, 2020. And we said this at the top. There's no way to really say that date and not think about it. So to everyone who helped to rescue people as much as possible, to recover the city in New York and other places out east. When September 11th happened, today is the 19th anniversary. So definitely our thoughts to those families and first responders. And we continue to pass it along too to all involved with the wildfires in the Pacific Northwest in California. Here we go. Let's give you some birthdays today. Actor Scott Patterson turned 62 today. I think he's the one who played Luke in the Gilmore Girls.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
And, you know, of course, that's a big deal because you and I have all watched the Gilmore Girls because my wife has watched the Gilmore Girls about 438,000 times. It's insane that she's wanted to rewatch the same series. Like, I get wanting to rewatch even like a movie a whole bunch. And she's wanting to rewatch that whole series. I think she's probably seen it at least double-digit times to completion.
Yeah, that's a lot. I think I've seen. I've definitely watched it all the way through once, and then I think if you piece together parts of the season that I've rewatched with like my wife or just because it was on, I've probably watched it another complete time. So you can put me down for 2. And to be honest, I would not be opposed to rewatching it from start to finish a 3rd time, but I think after that 3rd time, I'd need quite a break before I was ready for a 4th time.
Okay, so you're a little bit more open to it than I am. I didn't love it enough to want to watch it through the whole time, but I have at least sat down and watched it with my wife and enjoyed it. It wasn't an awful experience. I'm just not interested to figure out what the hell happens next. Virginia Madsen turns 59 today. Composer Moby turns 55. Man, Moby and Fatboy Slim really went at it in the mid 90s, didn't they? Holy cow. Harry Connick Jr. turns 53, and this might be something that most don't remember, but I actually remember Harry Connick more as an actor, and he is listed here as an actor and a singer, but I thought he was very much a singer. But Independence Day, he was in that. I thought he was really good as Will Smith's sidekick. But furthermore, there's a movie called Copycat. Have you ever seen Copycat?
I don't think so.
So I don't like to be scared. We've talked about this. I'm not a big fan of being scared. But there was a thriller movie, and it's certainly more thriller than horror from the 90s called Copycat. Sigourney Weaver is, what is it, agoraphobic, right, where you don't like to leave your house?
Mm-hmm.
Because she was a motivational speaker, and she's attacked while she's at a speaking event, so she becomes an agoraphobic. And Harry Connick Jr. plays this copycat killer, and she ends up helping capture him. But yeah, it was really, really intense.
I've seen Harry Connick Jr. live in concert. That was such a good show. I went with a buddy in Eugene, and Yeah, it was just very entertaining. I mean, he's just so damn charismatic that even if you don't like the music, he's going to get you into it. And of course, I liked the music because he had a full big band with him and was playing a lot of his more, jazz standards. And he just puts on such a good show. It was so much fun.
Yeah, I actually really like his music too. It's just for some reason the actor part of him stands out to me more. And plus, he was so great in the latest Avengers movies as Iron Man. So Robert Downey Jr. and Harry Connick look very similar to me. Taraji P. Henson turns 50 today. I didn't know this. I do like this fun fact from Cleveland.com. Appeared in an episode of Saved by the Bell in the New Class early in her career, which I did not.
I didn't know that either.
Rapper Luda turns 43 today. He has been in Fast and the Furious movies. Whole bunch of headlining birthdays today. Elizabeth Henstridge turns 33. She was Gemma Simmons in Marvel's Agent of S.H.I.E.L.D. Did you watch that series, Agent of S.H.I.E.L.D.?
Yeah, I didn't finish it. Has it ended? I feel like it's ended. But I watched the first 3 seasons or so. That's another one that was really good, and I'd probably go back and finish it at some point. But I fell off when they brought in the Netflix Marvel movies. I kind of fell off that one.
If you ever wanted to be a very successful football coach wearing a fedora, today was the day to be born. Paul Bear Bryant with the Alabama teams was a football coach who had a birthday on September 11th, as was Tom Landry. Both wore the fedoras. So Paul Heyman, who I think was the Undertaker's manager, turns 55 today. No, that's not true, right? Because I think he's dead. I should know that before I look. 55, Paul Heyman's still alive. A couple other birthdays to shout out today. Actor Mackenzie Aldegem is 19. Tyler Hoechlin is 33. An actor and then country singer from Lady A, Charles Kelly, is 39. Today, actor Ariana Richards turns 41. Those are your celebrity birthdays?
Nice.
Can you Google Paul Heyman for me, please? I want to know. Because I thought, you know what I think it was? Is the guy who was the Undertaker's manager was the Paul Bearer, maybe. And so that's why I'm thinking about it. But if you can tell me who he managed, you'd be a superhero.
I know lots about wrestling.
Yeah, Paul Heyman, man. Just so many things.
He appeared on the SmackDown brand.
Oh, SmackDown Paul Heyman. I thought you were talking about WWE Raw Paul Heyman. That makes it way more sense, yeah.
Yes, these are things I know as well. He looks like this.
Oh yeah, I remember that. I'll have to look. I guess, wait, I actually, for once in my life, can Google things because I'm not using my other WWE manager. I like how I'm stuck on this. This is the one I get stuck on.
You get stuck on the one thing I have zero knowledge about.
Yeah,
I've never been into wrestling.
The Undertaker's manager. So that solves what I was wondering about. Who, if you know in chat, who played the Undertaker's manager, then I'm on board to know. This day in gaming history, one of the ones to know about is in 1997, Midway released the Mortal Kombat 4 video game version 1.0 in arcades. And I'll be honest with you, I thought Mortal Kombat 4 went straight to consoles. I didn't realize they actually did put Mortal Kombat 4 in the arcades.
William Moody.
Is that who played the Undertaker's manager?
Yeah.
Okay. Now, there you go. Thanks for solving that for me, because I would have probably went to bed tonight, woke up in the middle of the day going, Paul Moody! Or William Moody? I don't even remember his name.
William Moody. I can't believe I couldn't remember William Moody.
I gotta turn my audio off. I have it muted.
Middle. Coming towards you.
Just the temple. He was up next round.
Yeah, so anyway, Mortal Kombat 4 came out in the arcades this day in 1997, which, again, I didn't realize was the case. I think we're... When you have a chance, I think we might still be full screen.
Oh, I died.
Shocker.
Shake it off. Focus up for the next round.
I don't know how you died. I mean, you were just standing there. So. Thanks for switching this over, though.
I think I need one more screen here and one more screen here, and then we'll reset.
When you're playing with your B setup too, I mean, that always makes a difference as well. So
no, the only solution is more screens.
Piece to my right. I just stunned myself. He might be above me then.
Oh, he's in our spawn. Might be around on the other side. He was booking that way.
10 seconds.
99 to 100.
Objective in play. Control it.
Nice work.
Securely
That was such a good
got him
peek
on
of
the
his
roof.
name
Let's shut
tag.
him down.
Well, I heard him going that way. I just didn't know if he was going to come back this way. We did it, though. 2005. No, I don't want to do that one. 2012, EA Sports releases NHL 13. It's weird. NHL has pretty much been known for NHL 94. The whole career of having a game. Stupid shotgun.
That is so bad.
So really, I don't know if there's been a notable NHL game since. It was either NHL 94 or 95. I think it was 94 because you could do these wraparound goals. It was so great. It was so much fun. And then Namco released Tekken Tag Tournament 2 for PlayStation and Xbox this day in 2012. Did you really get into Tekken much?
No, not at all. It's definitely a type of game that I'm naturally not very good at. Nice small top.
We've taken the advantage. Make sure we keep it.
So yeah, I never got into it. I do like playing tag.
The tag versions of
No, just tag.
except tail tag.
Just chasing this guy, and then you killed him.
I ran right into him.
Oh, over here, over tractor.
Oh, could you imagine if I got another guy with a Molotov?
Bring it back.
That would be so good. See, and I thought I was farther in cover than that, but clearly I wasn't.
That's how it always goes, though. Watch your clip. They're both on me. Killed one. He's moving back towards middle.
Set this whole barn on fire. Oh my gosh! I got hung up on the door.
Nice work.
They're hurting. Let's send them home.
I didn't run out of ammo with an AUG in a situation where I should have ran out of ammo with an AUG.
Because you had the 35 clip.
And he ran out of ammo with an AUG. The irony of all of this. Oh my gosh.
Going right up the middle.
Right. Back by the tractor.
You're all
100
that's
up.
left.
No more.
Accomplish the mission.
It's quiet.
I saw his shadow. Did you see that before?
No,
Got around the corner. I saw just a like me in the window yesterday. I saw just a little glimpse of something. I was like, oh, I think I'm behind.
That's why you don't sneak up on people.
This is match point. Crush them.
Going left.
All right. He went up on me. He's running that corridor. He's running around to our spawn. Nice work. You kind of got lucky he fell into you, but you made the most of it too. I thought that was also 5-5, so I'm far less stressed now. I was like, oh my gosh, I lost my fight. We're going to lose this round.
It's all your fault.
One of our most complete rounds since we moved to the mobile studio. Holy cow. All right, thanks for hanging out with us. Now 7:01 on the West Coast and 10:01 on the East. I'm Sean. He's Ryan. What are they talking about? Holy cow. Happy Friday, September 11, 2020. He is Sean. I am Ryan. Facebook, Twitch, YouTube, and GamingMorningShow.tv. Thanks for being with us. Coming up next hour, we will have a top 10 list. And because tomorrow is National Video Games Day, we are going to focus on the top 10 video game oddities. Does contain spoilers, so be careful for that. We might play Google Feud in the last hour. Sports! coming up in the last hour, and a trivia question too that can get you qualified for a fabulous prize at the end of September. Sean, I hope you have a delightful day.
I will do my best.
Yes, that's good. That's all we can expect of you is to do your best. When we come back, I will take the main chair and we will hang out with you for 2 more hours. So stick with us or the Gaming Morning Show in just a moment. Morning, gamer. Gaming Morning Show continues on this Friday, September 11th, 2020. Thanks for being out here with us. We appreciate you taking the time to be with us. I am Ryan, and we're hanging out with you for another wonderful couple of hours. Sean has to jet, but he will be back with us on Monday. Asking you about National Video Games Day. We want to know how you're going to celebrate, because we want to celebrate with you. What's your favorite game of all time? What's some of the things that you really enjoy about gaming? What are you going to buy when the new consoles came out? Is that something that you're going to do? Are you content sticking with what you have? We want to know. Let us know in the comments, the chat. You can do that. You can always reach us to gamingmorningshow@gmail.com. It is, of course, September 11th, 2020. And so we do want to bring that up because it's worth mentioning all of the things that people sacrificed to try to make our country, and especially the city of New York, and also repair the Pentagon. Remember all those who died in the September 11th attacks. It's the 19th anniversary. So definitely bringing those up as well. But with the wildfires burning in the Pacific Northwest, California, out all the way to Montana, it's a lot of fire and a lot of people either getting displaced or firefighters having to work hard on the front lines. So we also want to give our thanks to them on this Friday. Like I said, tomorrow, National Video Games Day. We won't be on the air tomorrow, so we are excited to celebrate with you today. Also going to talk about some of the things that are going on for National Video Games Day as well. We got a daily challenge. We're going to go ahead and play some multiplayer this morning for Call of Duty. Work on our daily challenges. So I'm going to bring those up so you can watch those with me. All right, let's see what we got for dailies. Frag grenades, 50 kills with a weapon with 5 attachments, and 2 throwing knives. Man, I was done in my officer progression with throwing knives. And so I didn't want to have to do those again. Boo. Boo. All right, let's take a look and see. We'll go edit loadouts. I'll put a 5th attachment on this thing, even though I don't really need to. Yeah, here we go. So there's 50, and then switch this to throwing knife. And then frags. Oh, I can't do that until throwing knives are done. Fair enough. So that looks good. Officer progression. I'm very close on the 4 attachments. I won't get that completed. Semtexes we'll have to do later. Claymores we'll have to do later. Yeah, I have to wait. I have to get into like ground war or something to blow up some vehicles. Let's keep the spotter perk active. And I haven't done a good job of getting the... Yeah, I have it active, so I just need to destroy more equipment. We got pizza yesterday from the best pizza joint in our city. And that delivers and it's easy to get to. There's another place, as Sean was talking about this, like better, like quote unquote dining room pizza. And you know, we're not going out to restaurants still in Oregon. At least you know, our core pod isn't. But I'm excited for when that can happen again, because that'll be good. I miss that place. It's called Paddington's, and it's so good. So good. All right, I think we have as much as we can do. Stopping power. Still have... Oh, no, I didn't do deployable caliber. I think I still had... Oh, that was a challenge. Is that a weekly challenge? Yeah, tactical field insertion. Okay, so I got to do the tactical one still. Not that one. This one. So I still got that in munitions. Okay. I actually think I'm going to put stopping power in because I want to just get that one done. All right, here we go. I might want to go bigger map. I just don't want the games to take forever. I mean, we're already 15 past 7 o'clock West Coast time, 10:15 on the East. We have the top 10 list coming up in just a little bit, too. I didn't bring that up right at the start of the next hour. We're going to bring up top 10 video game oddities. I mean, there's some spoilers in here, and it's not spoilers only, but just oddities related to video games. So we'll have that coming up in just a little bit as well. Video game news too. We'll re-announce our name of the morning. If you missed it in the first hour, what we do is we pick a game that is out today, and we pick out one that is our name of the morning, and then eventually on our YouTube channel, we will play the name of the month. We've already awarded our name of the month for August, and we gave that to Hexagroove Tactical DJ. We'll play that on our YouTube channel sometime in the near future. Nose is super dry
Hardpoint's moving.
because of all the fires.
Capture and defend the hardpoint. Enemy at the location secured.
Throwing a stun!
That works. Damn it.
Allied UAV overhead.
You take that!
Oh, I forgot I have to play with his stupid controls again.
Strike incoming.
I could switch them, but then he'd have to switch them back. I'm on Sean's PlayStation. Because we're at his house. The smoke has kind of made it too difficult to use. Oh, this is hardcore. I missed. I don't want to use his controls.
Planting Claymore! Throwing a stun!
Hardpoint contested. Enemies taking the hardpoint.
So I gotta back paddle to slide.
Throwing a stun!
Reloading. Enemy UAV overhead.
Planting Claymore!
Enemy at the shed. Hardpoint contested.
You killed enough!
Hardpoint lost.
Oh, and he
Hardpoint
doesn't
secured.
have
Overhead.
the reload thing the way I have it either, so he still has just tap to reload.
Next hardpoint. Let's
So
go.
frustrating.
Enemy VTOL
One
is
down.
AO.
Enemy!
Take
Yeah,
it
I
to
really
hardpoint.
gotta destroy the equipment. Teammate?
Have to reload! Do not hit!
Enemy took the hardpoint. Location secure. This is our fight. Stay focused. Get ready. About to stay. Reloading. Hardpoint lost. Reloading. Hardpoint contested. Enemy at the taken the
I should have stunned him actually.
Enemy's taken the hardpoint.
I got killed by my teammate.
Throwing a stun!
Allied cluster strike incoming.
I'm having fun.
Hardpoint contested.
I'm set myself.
1 minute remaining.
Now we get a chopper gunner.
Have to reload!
Friendly neutron secure.
Reloading!
Enemies taking the hardpoint. Hardpoint contested.
Throwing a stun!
Taking the hardpoint. Hardpoint contested. The enemy took the hardpoint. 10 seconds. Get ready to move.
I'm reloading!
Location secure. Hardpoint contested. Go. Get to the next one. Enemies taking the hardpoint. Out of time. Move. Hardpoint secure. Hardpoint contested. Enemies taking the hardpoint.
Watch it, you
Taking
fool!
the hardpoint. Enemy chopper gun on the front.
Okay. I guess that counts as a victory.
Objective complete. Very good.
Wow. It's a lot. There's a lot going on there. Gaming Morning Show continues. Thanks for being with us on this Friday, September 11th, 2020. I am Ryan. What time do we got? It's 20 after 7 o'clock. Let's go ahead and play one more, and then we'll bring up our list of the day, top 10 video game oddities. Let us know in the chat things you want to celebrate for Video Games Day, National Video Games Day. And as Sean said, in the first hour, there was, or is, another National Video Game Day of some sort. Maybe he said it was National Video Game Day. Tomorrow is National Video Games Day. So either way that you slice it, some sort of version of National Video Games Day. But let us know how you'll celebrate tomorrow. That's coming up. I had a fun story out of Tennessee. You know, I think 69 News, WFMZ.com, whoever's in charge of that TV station's search engine optimization should get a raise. Because this is the second story we've had on a whim that's come from 69 News, which I have no problem with because their website is nice. But Tennessee officials are apparently searching for a tiger that was spotted in East Tennessee. This is a sheriff's deputy that found the animal on Wednesday night. And so now the Knox County Sheriff's Office, in a statement, said on social media that several agencies, including Animal Control, are trying to find a tiger. It's also a rescue organization, Tiger Haven, helping with the search. So if you're in East Tennessee, watch out for the old tiger.
We're taking Charlie. We captured Charlie.
I have to reload.
Securing A. Securing B.
You don't have to reload.
I'm reloading.
Assist your team at C. We have taken the lead. All points are ours. We lost C.
Oh, he's behind me. Why did he just sit there? It's so frustrating.
Allied. Needed at Bravo. Watch out! Assist your team at Alpha.
It's done.
I keep getting...
You're needed at B. Securing C. Advantage is ours.
Okay, these twins are driving me nuts.
Hold all objectives. Keep it that way. Enemy.
Have to hold on.
It's a whole bunch of people. A.
We lost A.
Throwing is done. Getting off. Reloading.
We have a personal radar drone. Enemy cluster strike. Take cover.
Oh my gosh. I need a vehicle.
Enemy UAV overhead. Enemy is the shanty town.
Oh my gosh.
Securing
That
A.
person is driving me nuts.
Securing Alpha.
I have to save my stun.
Allied UAV overhead.
Throwing is done.
Enemies taking Bravo. All points are ours.
Oh, whatever.
That's one down.
You're needed at A. Enemy has Alpha.
Your throwing is done. Finish.
my gun back.
Precision airstrike. Assist your team at Charlie. Hold all objectives.
Man.
Enemies taking Bravo. We've lost Charlie.
Actual, we need your eyes.
This is Falcon 3-0. Good copy. Copy. Falcon 3-1. Personal.
Apparently found a spawn point.
Target marked. Hit them.
This is Phoenix 3. Good
copy. Reloading.
Strike inbound. Get out of fuel. Enemy is on target. Securing Charlie. That makes 2. The advantage is ours. Losing Bravo. All points are ours. Give them. You're needed at A.
Okay, I set the drop point.
We're halfway there. Keep going. Allied precision airstrike in. This is Falcon 3-0. First. Losing B.
Oh, that's a teammate.
Assist your team at C. Securing A. Need backup at Charlie. Hold all objectives. Keep it that way.
Sorry, I'm super quiet. I'm super focused for some reason.
Losing C.
I got one.
Losing A.
Reloading.
Enemy has Alpha.
Oh, I have stopping power. Oh, how'd I miss him? I shot high.
Enemy is
Oh yeah, I forgot tactical insertion. It's like, why'd I respawn there?
Throwing a stun.
Right behind you.
Target sighted.
We have 2 objectives. Take. You're needed at B. Securing
One
A.
dead here. Have to reload. Throwing a stun.
You're needed at Charlie. Enemy has Charlie. Allied UAV overhead. Assist your UAV. Securing Alpha. Enemy at the courtyard. We captured Alpha.
You finished.
Enemy is
Throwing a stun.
Assist your team at B.
Nothing for you.
Enemy at the back alley.
They're angry.
That makes 2.
Must have landed in their spawn thing.
Allied precision airstrike incoming. Beware.
I killed my teammate with a stun.
Enemy at Bravo. Go. Securing C. Allied Enemy at the office. Enemy at Alpha. Go. Keep hitting them. We have this. All points are ours. Give them. You're needed at B. You're needed at Bravo. We lost Alpha. We lost Bravo.
Think they're angry. Throwing a stun.
We're taking Bravo.
Nice. Oof. What a game. What a game, chat. I got really sucked into that. I'm so sorry. Blacked out for a second. Holy cow. That was nuts. Hey, got play of the game, though. Triple kill. Switch the pistol. Got a 5 times kill. How about them apples? 31 and 14. Because that's the gaming you come to expect from Gaming Morning Show. Maybe that's why I was so focused, though. Oh, I think my back hurts. Oh, the pain. The pain is real. All right, hanging out 31 past 7 o'clock. That did take a little bit longer than I expected, but let's give you our top list of the day. Top 10 video game oddities. It's from GameFAQs.com. And so we'll pass these along to you as we do every single show in this hour. We sometimes will have interviews, hopefully more often than not in this time slot. But for right now, this is where we're at. We also have gaming news coming up later. Next hour, Google Feud. If you're in the chat and you want to play Google Feud, that would be fun. Otherwise, I'll keep playing Call of Duty Modern Warfare. I'm good with that too. Sean might hop back on at some point too, on his way to work. And then also, we will have a trivia question for you later in the show. A chance to get qualified for a fabulous prize. The drawing coming up later on in this month. Here are your top 10 game oddities according to GameFAQs.com. Number 10, Error Macro, Mortal Kombat. This was in the arcade. So there was Reptile in MK1. You may not know that the odd glitch came from fighting Reptile occasionally. When you would fight with him, sometimes a macro error would occur, and that means that the character didn't load correctly. And so he appeared in red and orange with the name Ermac, which actually stood for Error Macro. And that's how they decided to make a new character wearing red-orange, one of the ninja skins, as a playable character, Ermac, in Ultimate Mortal Kombat 3. I thought that was great, though. Just a misloaded Reptile, and here you go. Number 9, Actually Impossible. This was Impossible Mission on the 7800. It was an Atari console, and you needed a key to get through the door. Only problem that they ran into is the key was behind a locked door, and so you could never beat the game. Which makes sense. The name of the game was Impossible Mission. Number 8 is Meteor. Astro Smash was the game on the Intellivision. And it was a pretty primitive system, if you think about it, compared to what now we have today. But the glitch can make any game bad. And in this case, players did a situation where they had to turn the game off and on repeatedly. They had to do this more than just once because of the glitch. In fact, they found a second game code because of it. Game Astro Smash was actually originally supposed to be called a game Meteor, and that game was partially finished. So if you flip the switch, if you flipped it off and on, you could still play the unfinished game Meteor, which is kind of cool. And number 7 on our top 10 video game oddities. Tomorrow is National Video Games Day, which is why we're doing this. In the intro to Grand Theft Auto 3 for the PlayStation 2, it takes you someplace that isn't accessible in the game during the intro, except you could still actually get there. You either had to beat the game or have access to a doo-doo, which is apparently a plane, and then enter a low-gravity cheat, and then you could have access to a tank. And if you had the tank, you could fly straight toward Shoreline Vale and see an area where you could land, where the land and water just sort of stop. And right there, in the bluish area, if you fly toward that, you could find the city scene in the opening scene. A level O-1, this was on the Nintendo Entertainment System for Super Mario Brothers. Sometimes when the game loaded, maybe you needed to... it would load a level called O-1, just an odd level. It had a couple of stops, quote-unquote, at a brick wall, and there was nothing more you could do. Madden 09, wide receiver direct snap, and this was in both the 360 and PlayStation 3 versions. But the Buccaneers had this play where you could have the running back take a direct snap, and it could be glitched. So if you choose a hot route and you selected a wide receiver who is lined up parallel with the offensive line, they would actually take the snap. Since the wide receiver is in front of the line of scrimmage anyway, there was really no way to stop the play from gaining 2 to 3 yards. EA patched it so people couldn't exploit it after a while. Number 4 is from Super Nintendo, Earthbound, the game. Pirating is illegal, is how GameFAQs has this listed. So there was a pirated version of this game, Earthbound, and a chip in all legal versions of the game that is checked right before the final boss. If the chip is not detected, the game will immediately realize the game is hacked So basically, if you ever played the pirated version, the game would freeze right when you get to the final boss. When you reset the game, files deleted. And so that was kind of a way for the people who made Earthbound to go against pirating. Now, Tempest is number 3. It's an arcade game as well. 40 free lives. The game, quote unquote, makes the player die often, but not too frustrating. But you keep dumping in quarters. Apparently, one of the game designers didn't get this memo. And so apparently there's a special score that is not too high, but if you reach it, you get 40 free lives. No codes, you just get it. And then that was a good contrast in the situation where they got 3 lives to start. All right, Gears of War, Xbox 360. This one is number 2 on the list. Skydiving is the subtitle here. After 2 minutes or so, a character will start to twitch. And this was in the competitive map on the Gridlock stage. If you were back on one of the flatbed trucks and you stood with 1 foot off the edge, you'd have another character kneel under you. And after that 2 minutes, you'd have them stand up and you go flying through the air. And if you have a sniper rifle, it was a good situation. And number 1 on this list, top 10 video game oddities from GameFAQs.com. This is from Pokemon Red and Blue for Game Boy. Missing No. And apparently it's one of the most famous glitches ever created. If you go to the old man in Viridian City and you ask how to catch a Pokemon, he'd say yes. Then you have a Pokemon that knows, quote unquote, fly, take you to Cinnabar Island. You surf up and down, and then you'd eventually run into a Pokemon named Missing No. And it will just be a glitched up pile of fuzz. It'll either be a past level 100, might be as level 0. Random attacks, if it gains a level, it might evolve into a different one, but it could also ruin your game. Graphics were glitched, freezing would occur. Whatever item you had in your 6th slot, you would gain a lot more of. There was a whole bunch of stuff that would happen in Pokemon Red Blue. So that is your number 1 video game oddity. Curious if you ran into any of those. And if you have, let us know in the chat. That link is from GameFAQs.com. I don't know if I have the rundown. So let me pull that up and I'll put it in the chat. Oh, it's tough to type with one hand. I didn't want to have the sound of the typing, but there we go. All right, we're going to play some more Call of Duty. Go. And I'll post that after. So right now I have to play a game. Oh, we're playing Shipment. Yay. Why would you shoot me? Let's see. This is the button I'm looking for. There we go. Man, I always seem to be looking the wrong way. That guy's real fast.
Second shot, reloading.
Okay, I feel like I need to be a little more nimble. I'm out of ammo. I am stunned. Why would you shoot me? Oh, I missed.
Enemy UAV overhead. Securing B.
Someone deploy white phosphorus? Holy cow.
You're needed an Alpha.
This is not going well. We're playing like the A squad. Holy cow. Is there a VTOL? There is.
We're taking Alpha. Taking Bravo.
You need to have. I really need to destroy that.
Securing C. We're taking Charlie. Enemy in the cargo container.
Why would you let me die?
Enemies halfway there. Strip it up. We're on Alpha. Stand by. Losing Charlie. We're on Alpha. Stand by. We're holding Alpha. We're taking Bravo. Lead to Charlie. Friendly UAV overhead. We've lost Charlie. Losing Bravo. Securing C. You're needed an Alpha. We've lost that. Hostiles at Bravo. Go. We're holding Charlie.
This is not going well.
Hostiles taking Bravo. Enemy at the cargo container. You're needed a B. We've lost B. Enemy UAV overhead. Enemy personal radar in the air. Losing Charlie. Swinging a Bravo. One Alpha, stand by.
You were so close.
We're taking Bravo. Rounds incoming. Hostiles at Charlie. Go. We've got Bravo. Swinging a star. We're holding Alpha.
Were they regrouping?
Hostiles are taking Alpha.
Let's play. It's so much faster than me.
Losing Bravo. Friendly UAV overhead.
I need to probably pick a different setup for this game.
Securing Charlie. Enemy holds all objectives. Taking Charlie. Securing Bravo. We're taking Charlie. UAV overhead. Securing Bravo. Securing Alpha. Get those positions. Remain confident. Securing Bravo.
Slinging a Stella.
Securing Alpha. Captured Alpha.
That was a bad guy. I thought I saw blue above their name.
Securing Charlie. Taking Alpha. Securing
It's so jittery.
Get those positions. Remain confident.
Of course. I need a longer clip. Holy cow.
Enemy UAV Care package inbound. Enemy personal radar in the air.
I'm gonna laugh if that was ours.
Enemy at the target. Take cover. Losing bird. Hostiles at Bravo. Securing Alpha.
Sorry. Oh God.
Securing Alpha. Hold all the objectives. Friendly UAV overhead. We've lost B. Enemy personal radar in the air. You're needed at sea. We've lost C. Securing B.
Well, we tried. We tried. Didn't go well. Game over, man. Game over. 47 past 7 o'clock. Thanks for hanging out with us. Gaming Morning Show continues. September 11th, 2020. I am Ryan. You can find us Facebook, Twitch, YouTube, and at gamingmorningshow.tv. That was not my best shipment round. I died 59 times. I don't doubt that whatsoever. Oh my gosh. All right. Thanks for being with us. Stick around. We got more still to come on the show. I'm excited to talk to you about sports a little bit later in the show as well. Let's see what's going on in gaming news. Sean brings this to us every particular day in a certain particular time. And what a great time for him to join us as he commutes to the old work. Good morning, Sean.
I heard the words gaming news.
Yeah, it was like this magical cube that like reveals you to the world. Yeah, you had a whole bunch of don't call me Ubisoft news.
Yeah, a lot of Ubisoft news. Couple of VR projects that they revealed. One of them is for Fallout VR, which is pretty cool. The Fallout games are always a special brand of craziness. So that should be fun. It's a multiplayer mode with 8 players. And the other one is a Notre Dame Cathedral experience. Check out the Notre Dame Cathedral prior to the destruction that happened in the last couple of years. So that'll be pretty cool. And then we got to look at a couple new games announced from Ubisoft. One of them is Prince of Persia, remake of that game, which has a lot of people super excited. Those that have played that game in the past have been wanting a remaster for a long time, so that'll be cool. And then Scott Pilgrim vs. the World, the game, out on PC years ago. People have been wanting it out on consoles since then, and happening. So that's exciting for people. And of course, our name of the morning. Everyone remembers our name of the morning, except for me.
Doodle.
Dude, yeah, that was Doodle Derby. Good. I still had Redneck Ed stuck in my head.
We just put it in our chat. Yeah, Scott Pilgrim vs. the World. I remember that one from this morning. Does this mean with all the exciting news from Ubisoft, don't call me Ubisoft, you're going to finally register your Hyperscape account?
I have mine registered because I had an Ubisoft account. That was you that didn't have one. But also, I've contacted Ubisoft and they've deleted that game from the servers. It doesn't exist anymore. Don't look into that.
I won't. I promise. No promises. You left me alone in your house, so. Yeah, have a safe drive for sure. I'm curious if you're going to spread the word about National Video Games Day.
No, I've already been spreading it nationwide.
On the show?
Not to be confused with National Video Game Day in July.
Yeah, I mean, we don't want that. No way to get confused. I will say my runner-up, by the way, back to Out Today, was I was a pretty big fan of Weak Wood Throne.
That's another good one, too. There's some days where we just have multiple options, and then some days where we have 0 options, but we still got to do it.
Yeah. Yeah, I think today wasn't a most solid day of ours, but Weak Wood Throne. I mean, you can't have a throne if it's weak wood, right? All right. Hey, by the way, did you hear my quip about the Tennessee tiger that's free?
I did. I'm glad we're not in Tennessee because tigers be scary.
Tigers escape, man. Don't have it. I mean, didn't we learn anything from Mike Tyson in The Hangover?
You know, tigers just want to be free, man. Oh, not by myself.
Why did you let me disconnect?
Why did you leave me?
I don't like you. You scare me.
So it was more subtle today, and I'm going to go back and I'm going to pull it up, clip it out for you. But there was a small cat figurine that visited your window as I left, and I did go back. And it's when you were in gameplay, so it's really small, but you can see it pop up for a second.
I have like a weird Mr. Rogers neighbor. There's like this running thing that happens outside of like the room. You know, he always had like the little trolley going in the tunnel to the land of make believe. That's the outside, the land of make believe, except it's real cats.
I'm going to start making college game day style signs and hold them up outside the window as I leave.
That would be great, actually. We just need to have like a camera fixated on the window for all the time, right? So at any point, someone can pull up gamingmorningshow.tv and immediately see everything that's going on outside. I actually hadn't checked our gamingmorningshow.tv stream to make sure that it actually is working. I hadn't thought about that until just now. You know, this is the kind of things that we should, you know, do before we're on the air, right?
Well, it'll be easy when we have more people that can help monitor things, when we just have people that tune in every day, and it's like, all right, your new job is to keep an eye on this. Your job is to keep an eye on this.
Yeah, I don't think it is working. We're gonna have to give Restream as much praise as we've been giving them because we've liked this Restream Live Studio so much. We're gonna have to give them some flack because this is not working. So the stream is currently offline, and we know, damn it, that for a fact we're not.
I am as online as I can be.
It is kind of ironic though that we're actually using their Restream product, and now it's not online. I don't know if it's been working when we've been going through OBS either, though. All right, we asked you a favorite game of all time. You gave us a complete, understandable explanation as why you don't do favorites. How are you going to celebrate National Video Games Day?
I think I did by playing Gunfight this morning. Of course it is tomorrow that it's actually happening, right? So today I probably won't do much else. My wife and I have both been working extra this week, and opposite schedules. So we've seen each other, I think, for a total of an hour now throughout the entire week. And she doesn't work tonight, so we'll probably have some good family time tonight. And then tomorrow, so my birthday is coming up, and tomorrow my parents are going to come over, and we're going to do some celebration of my birthday tomorrow, all together. And so we'll have to come up with something. Maybe tomorrow's the day we try Among Us.
That'd be fun.
That could be a lot of fun. So we'll have to get stuff hooked up in the living room to play some Among Us. And I guess purchase the game?
No, it's free to play.
Free to play? Well, even better.
Yes.
Let's do it. So I think that's how we'll celebrate tomorrow.
Yeah, I think you can buy, like, it's one of those that sells add-ons and things that you can buy.
Gotcha.
But it should be fun. I'm going to win all of them, though, because I'm the best liar.
You are the best.
I'm lying to you right now, and you don't even know it. I am not sitting in your office.
The cat figurine says otherwise.
So I'm going to keep an eye over my shoulder. All right, have a great commute to work. We're going to take a break, come back with more on the Gaming Morning Show. Sean, have a great weekend.
You too. See you later.
All right, Gaming Morning Show at 56 after 7 o'clock. Thanks for being with us. We'll come back with more next hour. We might play some Google Feud if we got folks in the chat. Otherwise, we'll keep playing Call of Duty Modern Warfare and also a chance to take a look at sports. Also, trivia chance as well. This one's about pop culture. It's about our current TV show. So stick around with us. More to come. Gaming Morning Show continues on Facebook, Twitch, YouTube, and at gamingmorningshow.tv. Thanks for being with us. Morning, gamer. Gaming Morning Show continues now. 8:02 West Coast time, 11:02 on the East. I am Ryan. You can find us Facebook, Twitch, YouTube, and at GamingMorningShow.tv. In Studio B, which is Sean's studio. I was sitting over there in the first hour, and then he had to leave, so I am sad. But we are back and rolling on this Friday, September 11th, 2020. Said this at the top of both hours. We'll say it again. Big thanks to everyone who took care of us on September 11th, 19th anniversary of the terrorist attacks in New York City and the East Coast. And a big shout out to the families who lost someone that day. People, certainly with reason, never forget that day. It's a tragic day. And now with the wildfires going on in the Pacific Northwest, first responders again at the top of our minds. So thank you to all the firefighters working to try to keep as much of the population safe as possible in Northern California, throughout the Pacific Northwest, all the way east out to Montana and such. Oof, it's been stressful. A lot of air quality issues, which is why we're in Studio B completely. My studio is not safe to be in. I woke up this morning. Air quality in our hometown is now hazardous, which is better than it was yesterday when it was off the charts. But there's so many things that have closed down, whether it was schools and whatnot, because, yeah, the air quality is just not good enough right now. So you think about that, right? You think about the fact that it's not safe from an air quality standpoint to hold classes at like a university, right? But yet there's firefighters out there working right next to the blazes. So thanks to all the volunteers, everyone who stepped up. There's a lot of shelters that are being popped up to help people who are evacuated. And I've even seen some messages about, we have everything we need for now. So if you want to donate, donate via the Red Cross or something like that. And that's good. That means people have stepped up, and I certainly am thankful for everyone who did. All right, stick around. We got more coming up this hour. Sports, maybe play some Google Feud if we got enough people in the chat. Otherwise, a trivia question if we have an opportunity to stop by and maybe win a fabulous prize at the end of the month. That'll be fun. Otherwise, we're still just working on challenges through Call of Duty Modern Warfare. I thought I had both of my throwing knife kills, my throwing knife kills. I guess not. So I'm going to do that and get those done. I'm done with the attachments one. So I'm going to go back to 4 attachments on this thing, which I don't need this one. So now I'm back to 4 and I can finish that officer progression thing. And then have not destroyed 25 pieces of equipment. I don't know any claymores. I'm still finishing my stopping power and tactical insertion. So I only need 13 more of those. Okay. So we're pretty close, all things considered. Munitions, we need 22 more of those. All right, so we'll queue up, play these through. So the trivia is still to come. We talked about the Tiger being on the loose in Tennessee. I did have this note. This is really the only Hollywood note that I had for prep this morning. Diana Rigg, who was in Game of Thrones and TV's Avengers back in the 1960s, has died. Died at the age of 82, but I didn't watch a ton of Game of Thrones, so I don't know who Diana Rigg was in that context. This according to Jennifer Moss of The Wrap, but she apparently played Lady Olenna Tyrell on Game of Thrones, so I'm sure by saying that, even if I said it incorrectly, Game of Thrones fans will know who I'm talking about. Also was in the TV series, like I said, The Avengers, following a battle with cancer. She was 82. So rest in peace, Diana Rigg. And that is some of the news that I had from the entertainment world. The other one that I pulled up this morning was apparently CNN reporting that there's been a whole bunch of issues with Amazon Basics products. And these are the, charging cables and things that you can get from Amazon. And there's been at least 1,500 reviews, over 70 products in total that have actually caused explosions and such. So that's kind of crazy. Oh, shoot. I thought that was the guy I saw in High Alert. That's right. Came full circle. He shot me. Why? Got him good. Oh, I died. I hit the wrong button. This game is... I remember this gun being faster to ADS than I think it's been actually doing lately. So a little surprised by that. Did that guy just run past? Oh, I bet that guy just spawned there. Oh yeah, I need to get throwing knife. What am I doing? He's behind me. He's lying down in the forklift area. Now my teammate killed me again. I missed him. Okay, that was weird. It kind of cut out. Got my throwing knife kills though. That's a win. Is he getting crossbow kills? I also thought that this was supposed to be a better hip-fire weapon the way that I had it built. Oh my gosh. Didn't see that person there at all. Awesome. That guy's so fast. I have to go kill this guy by the forklift again. Oh, that guy was bad. I killed his teammate. Not gonna happen. Watch out. This is dead now. Unfortunate that I had 6 bullets in that gun. There's a VTOL. I'm having fun. I'm having fun. Is it gone? Yeah, I was worried I was going to kill myself with my own VTOL. I really wish I could have reloaded faster. It's unfortunate. It's a teammate? Out of ammo. I'm almost tempted to put a bigger clip in this thing. What do I got? Yeah. I'm gonna put the 45 in there. I'm running out of ammo too quickly on this map. I'll go kill the guy by the forklift again.
Leaving second chances. Slinging a Stella. Changing man.
What the hell is going on? It's so glitchy. Oh my gosh. I just missed. Why am I reloading? What the hell is going on? I think Sean needs a PlayStation 5 now. Oh, yeah, I deserve that. Uh-oh, cluster strike, that's not good. No, it's not good, not good. Oh, shoot. Jeez Louise, that person's so fast. Weird. Man. Holy cow. That was intense. Man. That was just intense. And died as much as I shot anybody. Holy cow. Is this in front of the screen? Look at that. Woof. What time is it? 8:18. All right. I see just the two of us in the stream, so I don't think we're going to play Google Feud. But if you ever want to play Google Feud, we can in future shows. What it is, we try to finish real autocomplete sentences. Holy cow. That was just intense. We are now 20 past 8 o'clock. West Coast time, 11:20. Final show of the week. We'll be back on Monday, 6 to 9 a.m. So we want you to be with us as well. 9 a.m. Pacific time is when we wrap things up. We're basically just a morning radio show that plays games. Usually multiple of us today. And Gaming Morning Show back. Sean's had an odd work schedule this week, so just trying to do the best we could, especially being in Studio B, having some issues with smoke in the area that we are in the state of Oregon. So stick with us, having some fun, just doing some completion in Modern Warfare. Usually a bit more talkative. I'm tired. Man, Sean was tired too earlier this morning too. Understandable. It's been a long couple of days.
Capture and defend the hard point. When it moves, you follow.
When you move, it moves.
We have our first target. Move out.
Enemy at the doorstep.
Slinging a Stella.
Sorry. Shouldn't have been there, teammate. It's your fault.
Enemy objective.
Let's hope the internet holds up better on this game.
Personal radar drone ready for it. We've got a UAV on station.
Let's maybe instead of... Actually, let's do that. Instead of
Location secured.
the bigger clip, let's go with sleight of hand.
Hard point contested.
I think I got lit up.
Slinging a Stella. Slinging a Stella.
Friendly UAV overhead.
Frag out.
Enemy at the courtyard.
Location secured.
Took one out.
Stop. Get to the next one.
All out. Reloading.
That's much better. Yes.
Enemy at the junkyard.
Slinging a Stella. Enemy down.
All right, we're gonna have to deal with drop shots, which is fine.
Enemy at the standing
I
pound.
can live with
The
that.
enemy took the hard point.
He just missed a whole bunch. He's just sitting there pro, and he missed a whole bunch. Oh my gosh.
Slinging a Stella.
Got the hard point. Stand by.
Grenade out.
That is so jittery. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I know, but he walked in front of me and he wasn't shooting the guy, so I wanted to shoot him.
Location secured.
Where's the location? Oh, it's over here.
Slinging a Stella.
Enemy personal radar in the air.
Calling for recon.
UAV entering the AO.
Friendly recon's online.
Copy. Jaguar 3-0 en route to personal radar coverage. Get ready. We're about to move.
Having fun.
Stay clear.
Strike incoming. Take cover. Stop. Get to the next one. Be advised, UAV is being motion. The enemy took the hard point.
That was weird. He was on the side.
Enemy UAV overhead.
Slinging
Location
a
secure.
Stella.
Going to base.
Grenade out. Changing back.
We're halfway there. Keep fighting.
We're halfway there. Oh, lizard on a chair. Well, we have this pretty much locked down. Holy cow. Hope there's no one bad around me, because... Does someone have our back? These guys are looking that way. I'm going to look this way.
Next hard point.
Wow, that was
UAV overhead.
dominating.
Enemy cluster strike incoming. Take cover.
It's probably going to hit us here. Yep. Oh, and that guy was there.
The enemy took the hard point. Friendly UAV overhead. Taking the hard point.
Enemy at the steady town.
This guy right here on the corner. Awesome.
Get ready. We're about to move. Reloading.
Oh, I had a frag. I forgot I had all
Slinging a
those.
Stella.
Okay, get to the hard point. Reloading. We've got the hard point.
I'm just not fast enough with his controls. I'm going to lose this one again.
Slinging a Shoot it down.
Reloading.
Oh, he could see me. Nice move.
Slinging a Stella. Frag out. Changing max.
Enemy at the junkyard.
Oh, that's a teammate.
Reloading.
I wasn't even defending. Shoot. Yep, that. Yeah. I deserve that. I shot at him.
Get ready. We're about to move.
Hi, Jer.
Taking the hard point. Okay, get to the hard point. We've taken the hard point.
Changing mag. Frag out.
Nice work. Victory!
Outstanding. I expect nothing less.
See if that frag was final kill. Ah, bummer. Alright, 26 after 8 o'clock. Gaming Morning Show continues. Kind of a mellow Friday, and that's kind of a good thing, too. It's been a pretty hectic week, all things considered. I am Ryan. Facebook, Twitch, YouTube, and at gamingmorningshow.tv is where you can find us. I reached out to a couple more guest requests yesterday, actually. And so really hoping that somebody gets back to us. There's a whole bunch of celebrity birthdays today, too. Moby, the composer, that's what they called him. Composer. I thought he was a musician. Composer works, too. He turned 55 today. Harry Connick Jr. had a birthday. Taraji P. Henson has a birthday today. And Ludacris turns 43 as well on this September 11th, 2020. Today, Mortal Kombat 4 had come out on in the arcades. 1997, they had the first version of that game coming out. 2012, EA Sports released NHL 13. Same year, Namco released Tekken Tag Tournament 2. It's a lot of T's. Alliteration, Namco liked. All right, remind me to throw a whole bunch of grenades this round. That's my goal. It's National Video Games Day tomorrow, so we want to know how you're celebrating. Let us know in the chat. It's now 28 past 8 o'clock, so thanks for hanging out with us.
CAO, weapon
Changing
in
mag.
the lead.
Yes.
Took one. Changing mag.
Yes, having this faster reload is much better. You, yeah. I missed. Why'd you shoot me in the back, dude? Oh, yeah. I got shot again by a teammate. I think it's told to everybody that this is a team game, right? There's a guy on the ground. And then I threw that and saw that. Sorry, I want to go kill the guy with the riot shield. He made me mad. He's still there.
Enemy cruise missile incoming.
Sending a charge. Let's go.
Enemy UAV overhead.
Okay, I'm done being mad now. Oh, yeah, remember, throw grenades.
Cruise missile incoming. Got a personal radar drone ready for action. Got a UAV on station, ready for flyover. UAV engine
I don't know why I ADS there. Grenades. I did stopping power.
We pulled ahead. Friendly care package in there. Lost the lead.
Don't shoot.
Oh my gosh, I want to shoot that person so badly.
Enemy UAV overhead. Friendly UAV overhead. Wilson ready to roll out. Halfway there. Enemy cruise missile incoming.
What do you mean? Sorry. What do you mean there was not enough? Did it just say not enough room to deploy it? Whatever, I'm gonna die apparently.
Loader 2-0, heading to control you.
Why am I getting hung up on a frickin' bar? Oh my gosh. Ridiculous. Okay, that's what's that.
Got a UAV on
Friendly recon's online.
UAV entering. This is our fight. Stay focused. Right, UAV is being on you. RTB.
It's so jittery.
Score the victory, mate.
It's making me so mad. All right, that was fun. I just don't think Shipman's it right now. Holy cow. So many explosions. Holy cow. So many explosions. Thanks for hanging out with us, though. Gaming Morning Show continues now 35 past 8 o'clock. So jittery. It was so frustrating. Sports coming up after the next game. I'll throw you a trivia question. Trivia questions about Family Guy, so I think a lot of people could get it if they were here. I think Sean's around, so I want to say hi, Sean. Miss you for sure. Looking forward to hopefully some cleaner air in the near future. I had to put sheets all over my studio equipment. Oh, it's so sad. But we are lucky we are not in the wake of the wildfire, so right now anyway. Clackamas County in Oregon is one of the biggest counties, if not the largest in population, so big thoughts to everyone there. And thanks for hanging out with us. Gaming Morning Show continues. We're the morning radio show that plays games. I'm excited for National Video Games Day tomorrow. It's really tough to do that. I got out of radio hosting when I was younger because I'm not good at being by myself. I'm a social extrovert. I need other people to kind of keep my energy up, and I think toward the end of this, what's been a pretty long week, I'm kind of reaching my end of wanting to
Control. Crush them.
be by myself. Oh, it's kill confirmed.
Kill confirmed.
Send explosive.
Have to reload.
Awesome.
Enemy at the back alley. Kill confirmed.
I have to reload.
Enemy in the office.
I think instead of the little like it plays, it needs to be the loudest noise for when you're about to when you have tactical insertion or your field upgrade ready.
Enemy pursuit.
It needs to be a bonk.
Enemy personal radar overhead.
Oh, bad timing. Didn't check my corner very well.
We're losing ground. Focus. Enemy in the tower. Kill confirmed.
debt is paid.
Kill confirmed.
Oh, he was there. Oh, we got a mounter. I'm gonna try to throw a grenade at him.
Stun grenade.
I can do it. I can jump over this wall.
Throwing grenade.
It's not the one I'm trying to use, but I can't get this game to respond to me.
Enemies are coming to containers.
Why can't I jump? Oh my gosh.
I have to reload.
Enemy in the open. We have a personal radar
Now,
drone
send
ready for
recon.
escort. Copy. Falcon 3 en route for personal radar. Enemy overhead.
Throwing grenade. I have to reload.
We have a personal radar drone confirmed.
Oh my gosh. How did I miss that guy?
We are losing ground. Focus.
Throwing grenade.
Got moved.
Throwing a stun. Nothing for you. I
Kill
have to
confirmed.
reload.
Enemy personal radar overhead. Personal radar drone ready for escort.
Why does my backside never help me out, man? I walk past 3 or 4 people. And so I'm like, oh, the right side's covered. And then no one...
Enemy UAV overhead.
I tried.
We have control. Crush them.
I have to reload.
UAV is out of
Throwing a
fuel.
stun.
Returning to supply.
One dead here. I have to reload.
I mean, do I have to? No.
Strike and complete. Enemy near base clear.
Throwing a stun. Throwing grenade. The debt is paid.
Oh, sorry, dude. That's completely my fault. They need a sorry button.
Friendly care package. Radar drone
Have to
ready for
reload.
escort. UAV is ready for flyover.
Oh my gosh, how did I not kill him?
Flyover.
I quit shooting because I thought I had actually murdered him.
Reloading.
Reloading.
Nothing for you.
Yeah, I tried to get behind the wall. So many tags over there.
Enemy at the shanty tower.
Throwing grenade.
Is out of fuel. Returning to resupply.
Glitchy.
Allied white phosphorus inbound.
Getting look at all my symbols on the left-hand side. Oh my gosh, this is ridiculous. There's so much desync, it's not even funny.
Reloading. Throwing grenade.
Kill confirmed.
Throwing
Enemy
a
at
stun.
the Kill confirmed. Enemy at the shanty tower.
Reloading.
We have a personal radar drone
Need
ready
your
for
eyes.
escort. Copy. Falcon 3 en route for personal radar.
Throwing
Friendly
grenade.
care package inbound.
Stun. One dead here.
Kill confirmed.
Reloading.
incoming. Enemy near midstream. Kill confirmed. Target position. Personal radar completed. Recalling to base.
Reloading.
Reloading.
Throwing grenade! Throwing is done! Nothing for you!
Allied cluster strike
reloading.
incoming.
I keep using the wrong field upgrade. At least I'm using them, but man.
Back in. Kill confirmed.
It's someone.
Enemy at the contract.
I'm under attack! Hold on. Throwing grenade! I have to reload.
Kill confirmed. Kill confirmed.
Oh, I should have had him.
Allied UAV overhead.
Throwing grenade!
1 minute
Throwing
remaining.
is done!
Time is with us. Push to victory.
I have to
Enemy at
reload.
the courtyard. 30 seconds. We are out of time.
Reloading.
Kill confirmed.
You take that.
We have a personal radar drone
We need your eyes.
confirmed. Target for you on.
Not my time.
UAV is ready for flyover.
Exhausting.
Well, that's it, Uganda. Well done. Command will be pleased.
All right, well, there you go. Hey, 41 and 20 though. Look at that. Huh? Not bad for getting super frustrated with the internet. Man, I was having some temperamentalness there for sure. Holy cow. Gaming morning show continues. Thanks for being here. We appreciate it. Let's go over here and then go over here. There we go. Man. All right, we'll play some more in just a little bit. Do have some sports for you. 8:46 West Coast time, now 8:47. And almost noon on the East Coast. Kansas City Chiefs won yesterday, 34-20 win over the Houston Texans. There were about 17,000 fans there, limited capacity because of the pandemic. Patrick Mahomes, 211 yards, 3 touchdowns, and then the new running back from LSU, Clyde Edwards-Helaire, 138 yards. He had a TD as well. Serena Williams will not get a 24th Grand Slam title. She was defeated yesterday in a 3-set loss to Victoria Azarenka. Azarenka? I thought there was like an Azarenka, but that's not what that one is, I believe. Oh, there. Yeah, no, there's no K there where there should be. Victoria Azarenka. There we go. Williams needed a trainer to wrap her lower left leg in the final set. So it's now Naomi Osaka and Azarenka in this final on Saturday. San Francisco Giants have released Pablo Sandoval. They're getting rid of him after his second stint with the Giants. He had signed with the Boston Red Sox after winning 3 World Series in 5 years with the Giants back in 2014. Bubba Wallace not going to race for the 43 car anymore. He's announced he will leave Richard Petty Motorsports at the end of the year for NASCAR. Wallace has driven the Petty iconic number 43 last 3 seasons. And then Tour de France rookie Marc Hershey, Hirschai, Hershey, won the longest stage of the Tour de France as he picked up a bold solo breakaway on a previously unused sharp ascent, making up for 2 previous near misses. So there's some of your Tour de France news. 8:48. I will throw the trivia question out there because that's fun for me. We're asking you, in the TV show Family Guy, what did Mayor West send back to the 5th dimension? And by what, I mean who. I'll say that again. This is in Family Guy. Who did Mayor West send back to the 5th dimension? Dimension. You can put your answer in the chat. Would love to know. Keep it lively. Yep. Yeah, the Chiefs-Texans game actually I thought was pretty entertaining yesterday. And it might have just been, great to have football back, and that's a lot of the reason why. But excited for more coming up in the near future. Broncos play on Monday night. Dun 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 dun. Dun 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 dun. Yeah, that running back from LSU, though, he could be some trouble. I mean, there's always games, especially in a rookie season, where it's like you watch him play one time, you're like, this guy is the next, all things to everyone thing of things, right? So it's not a for sure thing at all, but he was really fun to watch.
Weapons hot. No quarter given.
Weapons hot, no quarter given. Watch out for bad guys.
Kill confirmed. UAV is ready for flyover.
We need your eyes.
This is Falcon 3-0. UAV beginning flyover. Back in.
He must be in the very, 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 very back.
Throwing is done. Look out.
I know there's a guy around here.
Reloading.
Oh, he's right there.
Turning to resupply. Enemy cluster strike. Take cover.
Throwing grenade.
That didn't work.
Enemy personal radar overhead.
Throwing is done. I have to reload.
I deserve that. I took my time, saw his laser. Don't know why he has the laser on there if he's proning out and
Lost
waiting.
the lead.
Thermite out. I'm
Enemy
reloading.
UAV overhead. Enemy sentry gun.
Wow, someone's got a sentry gun. Nice work.
Launching rocket. Enemy UAV destroyed. Throwing grenade.
That's gonna kill my teammate. Man, we got prone, we got crouching with a riot shield. We got all sorts of fun stuff for this version.
Enemy at the courtyard.
Reloading.
Oh, I got too far out there that time. Did a lot of peeking. Nice work. It's a really good place for a sentry gun.
Okay. I'm set up.
Kill confirmed.
Reloading.
We have taken control. Enemy personal radar overhead.
Now,
We have
send the
a personal
recon.
radar drone. Kill confirmed.
Throwing is
Falcons for you on the
Why'd you shoot me?
launching rocket. One dead here. Throwing is done.
Enemy care package inbound. Kill confirmed.
Swapping mag.
Throwing grenade. Ah! Throwing is done.
Enemy at the cargo container. Enemy personal radar overhead.
Actual. We need your eyes.
Falcon 3-0. Good copy. UAV beginning. Personal radar destroyed. We've lost coverage.
I knew they were there.
Okay, I've set the drop point.
UAV is out of fuel. Returning to multiply.
Throwing is done.
Kill confirmed.
Oh, my bad.
Throwing grenade. Loading.
Kill confirmed. Kill confirmed.
I tried to spin as fast as I could.
Throwing grenade.
Oh, damn it. Bad ricochet. EOD on. You must have to get prone kills or something. Oh god, I hit the wrong button.
Throwing is done.
Kill confirmed. Allied UAV overhead.
I'm reloading. Throwing
Oh
grenade.
shoot. Sorry, dude. Yeah.
We're halfway there. Keep going.
Throwing is done.
Enemy cluster strike. Take cover.
Stop it. I'm with you.
Cargo container.
Loud.
Enemy care package inbound. Kill confirmed.
Throwing is done.
Enemy cluster strike. Take cover.
Throwing grenade. Throwing is done. Reloading.
Oh, I didn't think that would touch me. I was wrong.
Throwing grenade. Do not peek.
I hit the wrong button.
Allied UAV overhead.
Throwing grenade. Throwing is done. They're shooting. Hold on.
Kill confirmed. Kill confirmed.
Hopefully I'll have these done here shortly.
Okay, I've set the drop point.
Enemy at the cargo containers. Allied cluster strike incoming.
Have to reload.
Kill confirmed.
Throwing grenade.
Kill confirmed.
Throwing is done.
We have a personal radar drone ready for escort. Falcon 3-0 en route for personal radar coverage.
I'm under attack.
UAV is ready for flyover. Falcon 3-0, good copy. Good airstrike, ready on your mark. Personal radar destroyed. We've lost coverage. Phoenix 3, good copy. Strike it. Kill confirmed. Attack on target. UAV is out of fuel. Going to resupply.
Oh man, he was still sitting there.
Setting charge.
Oh damn it!
Changing mag. Nothing for you.
Kill confirmed. Enemy at the order.
Oh shoot!
I'll throw a grenade.
The second time that guy's ran into my grenade.
1 minute remaining.
Oh shoot!
Time is running out. Take them
I
down.
have to reload.
Enemy care package inbound.
I will admit on this controller, he uses an Astro controller. That I do like how solid. How solid his left stick feels.
We are out of time. Move. Enemy walking out. Enemy precision airstrike. Get down.
All right, victory right at 9 o'clock, almost on the nose.
Good work.
All right,
We expect
fun
great
show.
things from you.
Tried our best. It's been a long week, so thanks for hanging out with us from Studio B. We tried to make things work as much as we can. The answer to the trivia question, for what it's worth, is in the TV show Family Guy. Who did Mayor West send to the fifth dimension? The answer, Alex Trebek from Jeopardy fame. That is your answer. We'll see you again on Monday. Monday at 6. Like, where'd my music go? We'll see you on Monday at 6 a.m. Until then, thanks for hanging out with us. I'm Ryan. Talk to you later. Have a fabulous weekend. Thanks for watching the Gaming Morning Show. We'll talk to you again soon.